Hello, my dear listeners and the rest of the viewers. Welcome to this presentation in which we are going to learn about the science to show that you are in the wrong career. My name is Nena JM and you can call me Emily Swap. And therefore, in this presentation, we are going to look at the signs, the red flags, or indicators that can be able to show you whether you are in the right career or in the wrong career. A career is an individual's lifetime journey through learning, work, and other aspects of life through which one is able to earn a living and advance through a profession or an organization. So, due to the fact that career is a lifetime journey, it is important for each and every individual to pursue a career that enables him or her to be who he or she is supposed to be based on one's interests, passion, and personality. Such a career is said to be the right career for an individual. However, if an individual pursues a career that does not allow him or her to be who he or she is supposed to be, from pursuing his or her interests in life, and bars him or her from advancing in his or her field of specialization, then that's a wrong career. My dear listeners, it is very important for you to note that the intention of God to create you was to ensure in your lifetime, and this purpose was supposed to be accomplished through what you do daily. Therefore, the overall intention of God was to create you, or the overall intention of God to create you was to use you as an instrument of positive change, not only in your life, but also in the lives of others and the environment when you engage in a career that gives you high levels of satisfaction, happiness, fulfillment, and one that caters for your interests, and one that is within your passion as a unique individual or a unique human being. For this reason, it is important that you should be able to know whether you are in your right career or not, so that if you find out that out of the signs or indicators discussed in this presentation, you realize that you are not in your right career, then you can be able to make a decision to choose your right career. The following are therefore 19 signs or indicators to show you that you might be in the wrong career or job, and that you need to take an urgent action to come. You can be able to lead a happy and fulfilling life. The more the signs you are able to identify from this discussion within your current career, then greater is the surety and the possibility that you are currently in a career that is not yours. And the earlier you take an action to choose your right career, the better. So, which are these signs or indicators that can show you that you might be in the wrong career? These signs are as follows. Number one, admiring to be in other careers. If you find out that you always think about how good it would have been if you were in other careers, and you always imagine that it would have been better if you were something else apart from what you are currently, then chances are very high that you are in the wrong career. This is because when you are in the right career, you don't bother thinking about what it would have been like for you to be something else, because you love your current career and you don't want any other career. When you are in the right career, instead of daydreaming about other careers, you just think about what you can do to progress and diversify. If you always think about how you would have been or how it would feel like to be in another career, it's a very good sign that you are in the wrong career. Number two, focusing more on monetary or material gains. When you find yourself focusing more on monetary or material gains from your current career, instead of focusing on what you can do to perfect your career, it means that you are in the wrong career. If you always find yourself saying that of money, or if your current salary was raised to a certain level, that you could do a better job than what you are currently doing, that's another sign that you are in the wrong career. In addition, if you always find yourself feeling that if you were paid to do what you love, you would be a better person than the way you are, it means that you are not in your right career. Similarly, if you feel that you would make more money doing something else paid to do, just quit what you are doing currently and start making money in what you love to do. Number three is focusing your mind on other activities that are outside of your career. If you find out that you are employed in a certain career, but you are not giving it your best because you are committed to other activities that have nothing to do with your current career, it means that you should be in that other career in which you are giving your attention instead of being what you are currently. Therefore, if you are doing activities that are not related with your current career, while giving very little attention to your current career, it is the high time you reassess yourself and quit to that other career that entail what you love doing more. Number four is getting satisfaction from salary instead of getting satisfaction from your work. If you find out that you get more satisfaction from the salary that you are being paid, other than being satisfied with the work that you do, this means that you don't care about whether you will be productive in your career or not, and you don't care whether you like the job or not, as long as you are being paid good or more money than you would have gotten in a career of your choice, then in the wrong career. Therefore, if you find out that your attention is more on your salary and not in what you do, not in your current job responsibilities, that's a very clear sign that you are in the wrong career. This is because it is the passion that you have in your job that should give you the much satisfaction that you desire, and not the amount of money that you receive from your job. That's why if you find out that you don't care more about your job, but your attention is just focused on the income you will make at the end of the month or at the end period, or your attention is more on how to acquire more monetary or material benefits from your current job, regardless of how you will get it, and not on how to improve on your current work, then, my friend, chances are very high that you are in the wrong career. So, resources and wasting your golden moment, it would be a good idea for you to just quit from your current job. This is because monetary benefits should follow your good and wonderful works in your career, but not for you to be the one that is following up money and other material gains at the expense of your duties and your responsibilities. So, if you find out that you spend most of your office time thinking about how much you will work and how much you will be paid for it, it means that you are in the wrong career. The fifth sign or indicator that you are in the wrong career is viewing professional development activities as a waste of time. When you are in the right career, your interest should always be on what you can do to improve yourself and make your work much better by bridging the gaps that you may experience while working. You always want to become much better than the way you are, and thus, whenever an opportunity arises for you to improve in your skills, knowledge, and competencies for the current career, you are always ready to grab it. However, if you find out that you always view your professional development or training as a waste of time, and you just want to remain in the same way you were when you first graduated, it is an indication that you neither love your work nor are you in your right career, and thus you are in the wrong career. Therefore, if you always feel or learning more about your career is a waste of time, and you are not interested in learning more and gaining more skills in relation to what you are doing currently, then that's an indication that you chose the wrong career. In fact, an individual who is in a wrong career hates even to be sponsored, to be paid for, to pursue or to undertake a certain professional development activity because he or she views it just as a burden. However, if you are in the right career, you will always grab every opportunity for improvement and you utilize every minute to gain more knowledge concerning issues that relate to your career. The sixth sign or indicator is you don't care about other issues that affect your job. So, if you find out that you are never interested with any matters concerning your current job, as long as you are getting paid at the end of the month, it means that you are in the wrong career. Therefore, if you find a staff in an organization who never cares about what happens within his or her working environment, does not care about any other issue concerning the job, and whether other staff and whenever other staff are discussing any matter concerning the job, they just tell them to stop. They are receiving their salary, then such an individual or individuals are in the wrong career. So, If a staff does not bother asking himself or herself any questions to do with why something is happening in relation to his or her career, why changes are necessary, why he or she is required to do something, or why the objectives are not being attained in the wrong career. A person who is in the right career will always be concerned on matters relating to the job, and he or she will never be able to keep quiet when he or she feels that something can be done to make his or her work better. So, if a person never cares even to share ideas with others on how to bring a positive change in the work environment, does not care about whether his or herself become better, and does not care whether his or her career is making any positive change in other people's lives, then such a person is in a wrong career. Similarly, if you find a staff that does not contribute to discussions in meetings that concerns one's work and does not care to question anything or contribute any idea to what is being discussed, but is always out there to criticize other staff who make contributions in such meetings, then the wrong career. Therefore, a staff who is in his or her right career will always think about how to make his or her work better. He or she is concerned about the impact that his or her work have or has on others' lives, and his attention or her attention is more focused on what he or she can do to improve the lives of others through his or her career. Therefore, a person who is in his or her right career will always care about and will help the rest of the staff become better at what they do. The seventh indicator that you might be in the wrong career is having a negative attitude in everything. So, if you realize that a time has come when you don't see anything good in your career or the place of work, and you feel that you are just in it because you have no other alternative, then, my friend, this is the high time for you to know that. Therefore, if you are always negative in everything about your career, it is the high time that you quit from that job or that career, because you can never be productive in it. So, if you have no reason to be positive about your career, it is important to change your career and do what you love most, because if you remain in your life, due to this negativity, you may find out that you are not able to complete any assigned tasks, and as a result, you may frequently have trouble with your supervisors because you are not able to complete any task successfully. The eighth indicator is complaining too much about your job or your career. If you find out that whenever you leave the place of work, you have nothing to smile about other than complaining about almost everything, that may be an indicator that you are in the wrong career. Therefore, If you find out about the work and you dislike it, or you are putting every effort to achieve any goal or objective within the work environment, but you are unable, it means that you are in the wrong career. Number 9 is you are bored with the career. If you always find out that the job you are engaged in on daily basis does not give you any inspiration, and it seems to be wasting your time, and you also feel as if it might not take you to your envisaged destiny, that may be an indication that you are in the wrong career. This is because when you are in the right career, you enjoy every bit of that career and you never get bored. Therefore, if you find out that your job or your work is boring, you are not happy in it, and you seem not to be ending anywhere, and it is as if even your future is not clear, then that is an indication that you are in the wrong career. Number 10 is when you find out that your current career does not seem to be meeting your expectations. If you find out that you have been employed in a certain job, but when you look at what you are doing, the way things are done, the work environment and work conditions, you realize you want it, but you feel to be misplaced and like a stranger in everything that you are doing. That can be an indicator that you are in the wrong career. Therefore, if you feel that the job you have joined is not meeting your expectations, just overcome the fear of the unknown and vacate that job. There is nothing that is as good as being in a career that meets your expectations and that motivates you to work much harder to achieve great goals and attain great objectives and great levels of achievement. In addition, if you find out that you are constantly worried about what might happen to you or to your career next, then you might be in the wrong career. So, if you find out that you are in a job or a career that seems not to make you feel secure, and you are constantly worried about what may happen to you next, then, or such as you have the fear of being sacked unceremoniously, or you are thinking about how you can transit from that job to another, it means wrong career path. However, before you make a decision to transit from your current job or career, it is important that you speak to your employer or supervisor about your worries so that we will guide you on the next step that you can take. If you feel that the responsibilities that you have been assigned do not match with your expected career pathway with your employer, about your expectations and your envisaged career trajectory, so that you can see whether you can be appropriately placed. Therefore, if you feel that you are in the wrong career pathway based on the responsibilities that you have been assigned, it is never late to quit and go for a job or a career your goals. The other indicator that you might be in the wrong career is lack of career progression pathways. My dear friend and my dear listener, if you find out that your current career does not create for you a room for growth, and the management does not care about your career, that you have to quit because you will never ever progress as long as you remain where you are doing what you are doing. A good career should not create for you permanent stagnation, but it should give you room to progress from one level of your career to the next in terms of promotions, additional responsibilities, change of titles to better ones, transition to related careers, amongst others. If you find out that when you remain in your current organization or in your current job, you will retire when at the same level where you began, it simply means that you are not growing, you are not improving, you are not becoming better, and therefore you have to think of an exit strategy from that job or from that organization or from that career to another. The next indicator is continued absenteeism from work without a valid reason. If you reach a point in your career where you feel like not going to work, such that you make false calls about a sickness that is not true, just for the sake of being excused from going to work, that is also another indicator that the job that you are currently in is not motivating you. So, of showing up in the place of work, and whenever you remember that you will be reporting to the place of work, you feel some nausea, you feel like vomiting, you feel like you're in the wrong place, you feel like you are misplaced, and you feel that that is not a good place or good work for you, then you are not wrong. It is an indicator here. So, if you find out that you feel like being somewhere else, doing something else, and not reporting to your place of work, because your presence there makes you uncomfortable, makes you feel uneasy, makes you feel misplaced, it simply means that you should look for a better alternative. The other indicator or sign that can show you that you are not in your right career is the compliments that you get from your colleagues about the need for you to change. Therefore, if you find out that majority of your well-intended friends, family members, and colleagues consistently tell you and remind you that you can do much better in something else that they have seen in you, apart from your current career, that can be an indicator that you are not thriving in your current career. So inform you that you have something extra, which if you tap it and you utilize it, you can make great exploits and you can become much better. And they feel that if you can change to that other career, you can do great exploits. When such happens, it is good for you to share those feelings with your management about the same. And if the organization or management will provide you with a forum to drive in that perspective, then that can be great, because you will be in your pathway to success, exploit that additional ability, that experience that is in you, in not only improving in your career, but also in making your career become better. Otherwise, if the management seems to block your career development, it is important for you to evaluate your colleagues' compliments. And if you agree with them that you could be better in that other field, then because the management is blocking you towards your development, you can shift out and move to other career that will enable you to tap that potential that is in you and that others have seen in you. The next indicator is feeling mentally exhausted every day after work. If you always feel as if you are not accomplishing anything in your place of work, and you feel that you are not being provided with a room to do what you love, that might be an indicator that your job tasks and responsibilities have not been properly matched to the type of work that you are supposed to be doing. Characteristics are properly matched with the job that you are doing. Such work can make you feel like an achiever and can make you enjoy to do it more and more. So, if you feel that you are always exhausted and drained by the job that you do every day, and you feel as if you are just starving during the day when you are in the place of work, and this repeats and repeats often, then that can mean that you are in the wrong career. This is because if you are in the right career, even if you overwork and get tired each and every day, and by the end of each day, you will enjoy doing that work more and more. The next indicator is having a don't care attitude. My dear friend, my dear listeners, and the rest of the viewers, if you reach at a point where you don't worry about meeting the set deadlines by your supervisors or your management, and you also don't care about your productivity, that you are just passive in the current career. So, if you find out that you don't care about summons for indiscipline, you don't mind about the quality of work that you do, you don't care even if disciplinary measures are taken against you, you don't even get bothered by your clients or customers' complaints, it simply means that you don't mind losing that job, and therefore that is an indication that you are in the wrong career. The next indicator is consistent poor performance. If you find out that you are always not able to meet your expectations in the work that you do, yet you have all the resources that you require, and you are doing everything in the right manner without any time wastage, yet you are performing poorly, that can indicate that you might be forcing yourself into work that is not yours. You may also sometimes think that you are in the right career just because of the kind of respect that your job or your status commands, but if the outcome of your work is always below the expected standards, regardless of the effort that you put, then that may mean that you are forcing yourself into the wrong career. In addition, if you find out that there are continued complaints from your colleagues, supervisors, clients or customers in relation to your work or career, and you know very well that their complaints are unjustified, but you are never sorry for it, and you are not willing or ready to change, that may indicate that you are in the wrong career. Therefore, if you find out that your colleagues are always complaining that you are not playing your part within that organization the way you should do, or you find your supervisors are consistently complaining that you have neglected your responsibilities, and your clients or customers are always complaining that you are not giving them the service they deserve, the kind of results or output that you get, then that is also an indicator that you might be in the wrong career. The last indicator to show that you might be in the wrong career is lack of opportunities for you to do what you love. So, if you always find out that you want to exploit more of your talents and exercise autonomy in your career, but there is no provision of such avenues within your working environment or within your current career, then that might be an indicator that you are in the wrong career. This is because a good organization that cares about her staff are able to develop not only in accomplishing the organizational goals, but are also able to accomplish their individual goals. Therefore, a good career should allow a person to be more of himself or herself, and thus an organization should also ensure that the staff have time to bond, exploit their other gifts, talent, and potentials while they are still within their place of work. Otherwise, if the staff feel that the career they are in or the job they are in is not providing them with room to exploit their potentials, explore their other abilities, shift out. Therefore, the right career should give you freedom to express who you are beyond your job responsibilities. If the work that you do does not allow you to bring out your persona into the job, then the love for such a job may diminish, may vanish. However, if you find out that the management is continuously blocking you from progressing in your career through actions such as not promoting you, not providing you with opportunity, new responsibilities, amongst such other behaviors, that should not mean that you are in the wrong career, but it may just mean that you are in the right career, but in the wrong organization. Therefore, you should just seek for a transfer from such an institution to another institution or organization that will create in your career and exploit your potentials. However, if your transfer is also blocked, you can just opt out of that job or that institution and seek for fresh mandate in another organization, but within the same career, as long as you are, as long as you love your career. However, kindly note that in as much as I have said that you change your career, it is important to remember that You don't just wake up one day and decide to change your career all of a sudden without taking adequate time to think about it. So, before you decide to change your career from your current career to think about it, and if possible, seek for some career guidance counselor. Similarly, if you are not sure whether you are in your right career or not, and you are in a continuous state of confusion, and you are always wondering whether you are really in your right career, then it is the high time that you seek for a professional advice from a professional career counselor. However, based on the indicators that I have highlighted in this presentation, you can somehow tell whether a time has come for you to change or not. When you go to a professional career counselor, he or she will walk in your right career so that you can then be able to change and make the right decision. Always remember that a good and right career should give you freedom to be who you were created to be, while at the same time serving humanity to the best of your ability and as you enjoy. Otherwise, whenever a career turns out to be like a prison in which you have no room for self-expression, then, my dear friend, you have to assess yourself and change your career. Always ensure that you are in a career of your choice, a career that you love, a career that gives you satisfaction, and a career highest level possible within the limits of your career. The sky should not be a limit to excellence in your career, but it should serve as the start of excellence in your career. My friend, I urge you and advise you that never ever remain in a career that is not interesting to you and one that is not within your passion. For this reason, before you make a decision to either pursue a certain career or change from your current career to another one, ensure that you consider several factors on a specific career. In order to help you be able to know the factors that you can consider of your choice, kindly check out for my other video by the title, Choosing Your Right Career by Emily Swap, who is me, from my YouTube channel, Emily Swap Motivation. You can also go through the other video by the title, Career Choices and the Courses You Can Pursue in Kenya by Emily Swap, in order for you to familiarize yourself with the exact courses you can train in order to join the career of your choice. These two videos are posted in my YouTube channel by the name Emily Swap Motivation. Thank you. I now take this opportunity to congratulate you for learning about the indicators for choosing wrong career, or signs to show you that you are in the wrong career. Check out for the other two videos on careers, just as I have said, from Emily Swap Motivation YouTube channel. In addition, for more life skills, motivational, and inspirational resources, visit Emily Swap Motivation YouTube channel. while to acquire knowledge and skills in ICT and computer-related fields, visit my other YouTube channel by the name Emily Swap ICT. And I will be very happy and appreciate if once you visit Emily Swap Motivation YouTube channel and Emily Swap ICT YouTube channel, you subscribe to this channel or to these two channels so that you can be receiving update alerts whenever I post any new material in form of a video. If you have any questions, contributions that you would like to make, or any improvements that you would like to see in my presentations, kindly feel free to write to me through the email emilyswap@gmail.com. Thank you very much. Be blessed and make a decision to be in the right career, for career is life. Thank you.